Okay, so so a couple of days back we were live for the first time together on Instagram Live, right? And
Is that the first time or the second time? I think we had an Instagram live some, is it 2 years ago now?
yes, but it
With
wasn't
the bishop
anything.
and
Yeah, Bishop Idahosa
and Pastor
and Pastor
Laurie.
Laurie. Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's we had the double delight.
yeah,
But there was something different about the one we did a couple of days back. You know, it was really deep. It was, we even had to relive some moments we didn't, think about or we hadn't thought about in a while.
yeah. Quite frankly, well, you know me. I don't. This is not. I like I like my quiet life. I like my
By the
privacy.
way, I still can never understand how this guy likes quiet life. He's a comedian, he's a celebrity, he's an ace MC, master of ceremony. He is the almighty Ali Baba's son. Like, I do not understand how this man is shy, but he truly is a shy person. Can you tell us about
Yeah,
that?
but the thing is, everything has the other side of it. There are always two sides of the coin. There's always negative and
Positive,
positive,
yes.
and then there is you always have a dual personality. There is the guy that is the inside, and then there is the guy that people perceive you
See.
to be. So basically, you know what I think it is about me being a comedian is the fact that you know in words I'm a quiet person. So
True.
like the other guy inside is the one who the moment I touch the microphone I'm a different person entirely.
Absolutely.
So um, that's that. But what it's been able to help me do is it's been able to separate MC Amana and Mr. Amana. Mr. Amana, who is the home guy, who is
Calm,
yeah,
quiet,
yeah, that's
collected,
that's that's
father,
you
wife,
know.
okay,
And I'm not
husband.
the wife. Well, sometimes I feel like the wife. Yeah.
Okay, so we were live and we had thousands of people tuning from all over the world, and we had to sort of go down memory lane from my personal experience as a child and then as a teenager, as a single person, and then meeting you. And of course, we shared our struggles, just a few of our struggles before we got to where we are today.
Yeah.
One thing that has really, really stood out for me is the fact that a lot more people are asking me, does your husband mentor men? Can your husband mentor my husband? Can your husband mentor my fiance to be? And all of that. How has that made you feel? Because you also get a lot of that in your DM and calls.
Yeah, I get a lot of that on my DM. I get a lot of calls, and in fact, doing that video, see, I tried, quite frankly, I tried to avoid, you
I know
going live and talking about this, but
I'm
you
the
know,
bad influence.
um, so finally, I had to accept to do it.
Yep.
And now there's been more requests to do something, to say something. And about mentorship, it's something that it's not something that you want to take lightly.
True.
It's delicate. The fact that somebody is calling, I mean, that I have told you this side of the story. The truth of the matter is that telling it is easier than living it.
Leaving it.
It's,
Absolutely.
it wasn't funny at the time these things were happening.
It
The pain,
wasn't.
the pain, going through the process
Yeah.
is painful. It's tedious. It's work, but here we are. As you all know that the gold has to go through the fire to be refined and all of that, and here we are. See, it's humbling to hear people, to hear people say that the story changed their lives. And
Yes, and we did get a lot of that. A lot of people
Yeah.
saying they were crying throughout the
Yeah.
live. A lot of people, sent in testimonials, and there was this particular one that I was crying when I read about a husband that apologized to his wife after years of hurt and all of that, and she was just crying because she felt a lot of burden lifted off of her. And
So I totally understand that, and I like to say that it's humbling that someone will call you out of the blues and say they would like you to walk them through it. It means that there is people are genuinely willing to
do better.
do better.
True.
Like my father would say, Ali Baba would say, what thing did they take water do? What? I mean, there's good and bad. Why choose bad?
Why choose
You can choose good, and good is good. I mean, another thing that people need to come to understand is that peace has a price. There must be a price that you pay for peace, and quite frankly, it is that price that people have not been brought. Not that they're not willing to pay, but they've not been brought to the consciousness of the fact that they need to pay a price. And this price has to cost you something. I mean, it's a valuable price. It's a high valid price that you pay for peace. Peace is expensive, but guess what? Expensive is good.
Yeah, expensive is good. I like that. Expensive is good.
If you pay dearly, if you pay a lot of money for stuff,
you cherish it more. Right?
When they see it coming, I mean, if you buy a Bugatti, right?
Or a Lamborghini.
It drives on the same road that a regular saloon car. I don't want to call anybody's car. If you buy a Rolls Royce, for goodness sakes, it's called the it's called the King's car, right?
Yeah.
But it drives on the same road where you put a motorcycle or even a bicycle or even, pedestals.
Walk on it.
Yeah, I call it pedestals, but in the other, it's called trekkers, actually. They drive on the same road, they travel on the same road. But guess what? When you show up with a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini, they just know that you're coming.
True.
And you can argue with your bank account.
Okay, so we intend to continue.
But it's not even the continuing. So like I said, it's very humbling.
Yeah.
I feel honored. But sincerely, I don't know if I see myself as somebody's mentor. You must know that this is something that is very difficult for me to do, given my personality, given that I have tried in my career to stay as quiet as possible, to stay away from unnecessary attention and all of that. First for my children, then, my family in general, because I want to be able to lead a normal life. I used to enjoy walking into places and you won't know this is MC Amana. I just, just live my life.
He is truly a shy person.
No, but beyond being shy, it's just what I like. And, I